guys. So this is what happened to Clifford, the big red Pete. You see the bull gear, which is the big gear right there in the middle. There's like a big washer that goes around it. You see those 4 bolts. I guess they broke off, and it ended up, the bull gear was loose and hitting the front cover. And then from there, the bull gear chipped off the crank gear and it messed up the idler gear as well. So from there we had to change the crank gear, bull gear, idler gear. We had to take off the front cover. Everything had to come off. And then shortly after, the purple Pete went down, better known as Barney. Pablo! As you guys can see, the truck was throwing all the antifreeze out. It was a bad head gasket, and from there I had to determine whether I was just going to replace the head gasket and leave it like that, or rebuild the whole engine. At that point we took it apart and we were inspecting the cylinders. Some were kind of scratched up, some weren't. But I talked to several cat guys and they recommended me to rebuild the whole engine. They said cats don't really blow head gaskets unless it's like drop the liner a little bit or something along those lines. So from there we proceeded. I got this assembled. I ordered all the parts. I went with IPD for the brand for the rebuild. We had the counterbores cut. We disassembled the front half of the engine as well to make sure there was going to be no leaks. Got the whole thing re-sealed up. And right here they are cutting the counterbores on the block. Some guy, we called him, he came and cut them. That way it would be a perfect, there was not going to be no issues down the line. That's what I want. You know, if I'm going to rebuild it, I'm going to rebuild it right. Now during that, the engine in Clifford was being worked on as well. As you can see right here, the guy almost has it complete. Everybody used to question me why was I putting money into a truck, because it was without a hood for like 6 months. But once we put on the hood, we put on the bumper, right then and there people started making me offers on the truck. But you guys know me, I don't sell trucks, I buy trucks. So I said no thanks. And then all that was happening, so I had to use Little Blue, the FLD120 that I have, and I was using it. And then I found a good deal on some pipes, so I bought some pipes. I had somebody install them, and there she is, first time with pipes. She looks beautiful. I fell in love with that truck again, and you will guys see what happens to it in a little bit right now. Here's a little update on the dogs. That's the Rambo. He was a puppy I showed you guys a while back ago. And then right next to him is Miss Harley Bears. She's 3 years old, and he's almost he's 9 months right now. But that was probably when he was like 7 months. That picture right there. Little update on the dogs. Now right here, as you guys can see, Little Blue got smashed into a bridge. The pipe hit the top of a bridge, and that sunk in the sleeper. It was weird because only one stack got hit. The other stack was perfectly fine. So we're assuming the bridge was damaged, or maybe the road. We're not sure exactly what happened there. But as you guys can see, my heart was broken. And that's Little Blue. That's the first truck I ever bought. And yeah, she got pretty beat up. But we are hopefully going to rebuild her even better now. I want to get an integrated sleeper, cabin sleeper for it, so it'll be more comfortable down the road. But there she goes, guys. She got hurt. And right now we are going to switch over to cats. This is Barney right here. The head is finally on. As they were rebuilding it, like I said, we got a new head for it, new injectors as well. There she is, guys. Freshly rebuilt. We put a new head on it. Everything internal's new lines, new injectors. What else did we change? We cut the counter bores. Put a new gearbox on her. A new dampener, Vibratech, I believe I put on. She looks beautiful. Hopefully she lasts. She sounds healthy, really smooth. It started leaking oil from the exhaust manifolds. The mechanic said that's because you were idling it too much. He said don't even turn it on until you're gonna until I was gonna be using it, because that's bad for it. Since I recently rebuilt it, don't even turn it on until you're gonna start using it. So I didn't even turn it on for a while. This is gonna be our second trip with it. I was gonna get the reaction yesterday, but it was super dark. It was already like 9 o'clock when I went to go load. So yeah. Here's Barney. We're about to leave for our first trip. As you can see, I have a Conestoga attached to it. That's an 8-foot Conestoga. That puts me right around 13.6 height, which is pretty scary, especially if you go into Chicago. A lot of those bridges are really, really short. But just wanted to thank you guys. This little update. I haven't made videos in like 5 months. I've been busy getting parts or building trucks, as you guys can see. It hasn't been a good year so far. I mean, I can't complain. Trucks break down all the time, but unfortunately, we had to rebuild one. But at least she'll be good for a while now. Thank you guys for watching. I'm going to start posting videos more often now.